Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Before we get into today's video, I want to just take a moment and say to you guys, if you are watching me for the first time, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button. I promise you, it is worth it because on this platform, one of my biggest drive is empowering others, is really making sure that our community continue to learn new skills, continue to grow, and continue to make money. Those are my three driving force, and I know majority of all of us are interested in those three things. So on this platform, I provide unique remote job leads, also provide skill set that you should be empowering you to advance your skills, providing tools that can help you navigate your existing job or even upcoming jobs a whole lot better so that you can be a better asset to the company you currently work for, or in some cases for company that you potentially are going to work for in the future. We're going to dive right into today's video. So this video today, we are going to be talking about something called online test grader or online scoring. So I've heard a lot about this and I've done quite an amount of research. So I know you guys are going to give this video a thumbs up because you're going to appreciate the time that I've put into putting this together for you guys. So as I said before, so this is online test grader position. So this position, the reason why it's very attractive, I should start off, is that you don't need to interview. There is flexibility. So in some cases, you have a bracket of time. They can say, do between this hour and this hour. So these are the three things that makes it very attractive. I talked about no interview, no phone, right? And then the last one is flexibility in terms of schedule. So now that we've talked about those three things, right? What is really this online test grader? What is it about? So it's basically a position where you are working online. You can see on here, working online, grading tests, essays, and other papers. In many cases, these essays are submitted as part of standardized tests like SAT or ACT, and in some cases, English being a second language like ESL. So those are the type of tests that you would be grading. But there's also online scoring for other standardized tests for like kindergarten, kids that are entering kindergarten or kids that are moving from one kindergarten class to another, or kids that are transitioning between junior high to high school. There are a lot of all these states exams that these kids have to take. So you would really be the person that is helping to grade those tests. So that is another segment that I have not listed here in my write-up, but really you do focus on scoring those type of tests. Any type of state or standardized test would fall in the bracket of online test graders or online test scorers. You can see on here, to qualify for this position, you do need to have a bachelor's degree. So primarily for these online test graders or online test scorers, you need to have a bachelor's degree. It doesn't need to be in English or anything like that, but some may insist that the bachelor's degree is in English, but most of them do not need it to be in any particular field. As long as you have a bachelor's degree, that is a big qualification that they need, and you oftentimes automatically you have qualified to apply for the job. So today we're going to be talking about different companies that offer positions as online test graders or online test scorers. So let's talk about them one at a time. The first one I am going to be talking about is this one called Literalby. So Literalby, it's the scorer portal, instructions, cheat sheet, everything will be provided to you. And as you can see on here, it's about how much you're going to make. It's $10 per hour. You get paid weekly. You get to work from anywhere. You make your own schedule, no experience necessary, help teachers and students. So that's really what it is. You create your account and you are ready to go. You can transcribe a total of 6 training recordings. This should not take more than 30 minutes and so forth. So there are many aspects to this, right? So you can see this one, the hiring is 100% performance based. We will contact you if your performance on your training recordings meet our minimum threshold. Resumes and cover letters will not be reviewed, so they do not ask for resume. You see it already on here. They are not asking for resume. They are not asking for cover letters. So this is a job that doesn't need anything from you. You just need to complete the application and they will give you a training test. And once you complete that, depending on how you do on that, will determine if you get hired, as long as obviously you have the bachelor's degree. So that is really all they need for this. You do see on here the times that they typically hire. Say we hire transcriptionists all year long, but tend to do large hiring rounds during our busy seasons when transcripts rates tend to be the highest. You see early August through October, January through February, late April through early June. So right now, this is sort of where we are at. So if you are interested, this will be a good time to still submit your application. This is an opportunity that anyone can do. Okay. So, irrespective of where you reside, are you in Africa? Are you in Europe? Are you in North America? Are you in anywhere really? Asia, you can apply for this because this position is open to everybody. So, you see on here, it does give you further and further instructions on how this works. So, once you've read through all of this, you can come here. I'm going to be providing these links in the description of this video so that you can go through them as well. But I wanted to walk you guys through it so that you can see basically how this works. So you see, it says here you must be at least 18 years old and neither leave nor score from the states of blah, 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 right? So they're basically saying that if you are in the United States, you cannot be in any of these states. These tend to change. I have seen it change from my research so far in the last year. These always change. We will pay you via PayPal using the credentials below. So if you already have PayPal, be sure to use the email, first name, and last name of your PayPal account. So you see on here, you just need to put all of this in. And once you're done, you hit submit, and then you can then go ahead and log in. Okay. So go ahead if this is something that you are interested in. I particularly like it because it is worldwide. So anybody can do it. Obviously, with the exception of these states in the United States, everybody else should be able to apply as long as you're 18 years of age. All right. So that's the first one. The second one we're going to be talking about is ets.org. So ets.org is another organization that often hire online test graders or online test scorers. So you can see on here right now, this is how theirs work. So the online network for evaluation, right, is a software application that enables raters to score test takers' responses via secure internet access. Raters typically score from their homes or offices in accordance with ETS guidelines. Online scoring sessions may occasionally be conducted at regional sites. He said the process for each testing program includes, so you can see on here, certification after completing the required test online with successful results, scheduling, class scoring, mentoring, and so forth. So you can see on here, you can view online scoring opportunities to see what they have available. So you see on here, they have all of these open right now. For example, like I was saying, actively seeking K to 12 school administrators with active credential of at least 3 years of experience, blah, blah, blah. The requirement is a whole lot different. You can see on here, this one is an initial identification of students as English learners. You see, this is more on the higher level. So college level examination program. This is for candidates who will perform well on exams to receive credit or bypass certain courses. This particular one, you have to be very advanced. So really, if you are someone that is a PhD holder, someone who is very good with English language, you can definitely go for this one because you're going to be reading through different exams of high performing individuals and providing a proper scoring, right? Now we're going to talk about ACT. So ACT kind of goes back to Pearson. So because ACT, basically what they focus on is the ACT writing component of the exam itself. So ACT is very similar to SAT these days in the United States. Is basically an exam you take once you're done with high school and you're ready to go into the university or college. You can actually take these exams and it kind of helps to booster your application for different colleges that shows them that you would potentially be successful. So that's what ACT is, and SAT as well fall in that category. So they're looking for readers, okay? So we need qualified people to read and score student essays for the ACT writing test. As you can see, it's already here. The essay scoring takes place online. You see that on here already. and they are going to be paying about $12 or more per hour. And you see on here, they are looking for a bachelor's degree or higher. They're looking for current teaching experience, but that's preferred. It's not required. Experience teaching English is also preferred, but not required. And this one, you do need to reside in the United States for this one. Okay. They're not asking for resume. They're not asking for you to do any type of interview. They just want you to complete the application. As long as you have these, you are good to go to apply. So for this particular one, ACT, you do need to reside in the United States. So that is ACT. We're going to move on to the next one, which is the rightscore.com. Become a scorer. So you see on here, it says become a professional scorer. So how do you become a professional scorer? They do have it on here. It says join our team and work in the comfort of your home. What they need from you, right? Our scoring season will begin with the first orientation in late July to early August. So this one is a good one to still potentially apply for right now. You see that on here, right? So we are looking for conscientious people to read and score student responses. Applicants first undergo orientation, pass qualifying levels, and so forth. During orientation, we analyze student papers, scoring papers so as to see who would qualify. So additionally, all applicants must pass a qualifying test to become a scorer. So there is a test that is given. You see on here, it says right score has scorer positions available throughout the school year. And the position requires scorers who have a 2-year college degree and can pass the final qualifying test. They're asking for, I am a U.S. citizen, permanent resident. So that is it for right score. We're going to move on to the other one with Pearson. Pearson is another organization that is always hiring for online scorers or online test graders. So you see on here, scoring assistant, exam scorer. There are multiple positions that they often have. They have bilingual scorers. They have computer science scorers. They have different, if you want to do math, you can, and so forth. So they do have quite some positions that are open right now. So I encourage you to go ahead and explore their page a whole lot, explore their page further and see where you sort of fall. All right, so that is Pearson. And then the last one, which is one that I have recently heard a whole lot about, is the Measurement Incorporated. So Measurement Incorporated, you see on here already, evaluator, reader evaluator job. You score student responses to English, mathematics, science, and other test items. They are hired on a temporary project by project basis. They don't really have any expectation for it to be one. And you need to be able to work in the United States. So this one, you are going to be completing the form I-9. So, and right now they accept applications December through April. So at this point, they have closed their application process, but this just gives you a sense of when to submit your application. But I think you still can submit your application. So all of these are bonuses. So encourage you to go ahead and check them out. So hopefully these are helpful to you. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you're watching me for the first time. Make sure you have your notification bell turned on so you're notified real time whenever I post new videos. Again, please continue to share with your friends and family so that we can continue to learn and grow together. I wish you guys all the very best of luck, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.